Sam Carver Gym, the site for the 2019 Great Northwest Athletic Conference Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. 5:15 tomorrow night, it is going to be men's action taking center stage in Carver Gymnasium as the third-seeded Nighthawks from Northwest Nazarene take on Simon Fraser. And joining us from Northwest Nazarene is Obi Megwa. Thanks for joining us here in Carver Gym following today's shoot-around. I've got to talk to you about something that is really a first in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference. You sit here today as a member, a second-team member of the Great Northwest Athletic Conference all-year squad, and you and your running mate, Adonis Arms, ranked first and second. He first, you second in scoring in the Great Northwest. And we were looking into the record books earlier, and we found out that's the first time that's ever happened in conference history. Were you aware that you were 1 and 2 in scoring for the year?
No, I didn't know that. We did know. We're probably 2 of the top scorers in the conference, but as of yesterday, I didn't know that. So it's good to know.
I had the chance to talk a little bit to Adonis, and he gave a lot of credit to you for not only luring him to play with him at Northwest Nazarene University, but how well you two have meshed, and because of that, the way the team has meshed around you. What has made you such an effective duo, and because of that, such an effective combination on the floor for Northwest Nazarene?
Yeah, Adonis was my teammate my sophomore year at Mesa Community College, and I recruited him to come here just because of his potential and how good he is. And I thought by adding him onto this team this year would be a big help for us, and so far it has been.
I think I said you were second-team All-GNAC. You're second-team All-GNAC last year, first-team All-GNAC this year. Mm-hmm. That was announced earlier today. Adonis, as we mentioned, the Player of the Year, Newcomer of the Year as well. So some high honors for both of you there. But let's talk about you specifically. What about your game has improved this year from the same time last year?
I would say, definitely my ability to shoot the ball. And I think just my overall IQ, having been in this conference last year, kind of knew what teams were going to do to me this year as far as, going under screens and whatnot, and loading up to me when I'm in transition. So I think the biggest improvement has definitely been to shoot the ball this year.
Now, as we mentioned, tomorrow you have the opportunity to take on Simon Fraser in the 3-6 matchup. You've played already the Clan a couple of times this year. Talk a little bit about those games. What do you recall from the earlier meetings with SFU?
Yeah, Simon Fraser, they're a very good basketball team, very disciplined. The first game we played them at home, we pressured them pretty well. And I think that was the biggest thing from both games that we played. The second time we didn't really pressure them. And they had gotten up to a big lead, and we're trying to come back at the end, but it was too late. So I think going into this game, pressuring and making it a 94-feet game all game is going to lead us to the win.
How is this team, this year's Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks team, the one you played on this year compared to the one you played on last year? How is this year's team different? How is it, obviously, it appears better?
Yeah, I think, the coaches did a good job of recruiting. Obviously, we brought in Adonis and Beto, and they've been a big help for us. But I think just our overall chemistry is a lot better this year. I think we get along with each other a lot better, and we're just a resilient group. I think this team has kind of been through a lot this year. So, if we come together, we can do a lot.
Confident going into tomorrow's game?
Oh, absolutely. I think, I've said it from the beginning, I think this team can win the whole thing. So, yeah, very confident.
Well, we're going to see tomorrow night. 5:15 is going to be the opportunity for Northwest Nazarene to get its first taste of postseason competition this year as it takes on Simon Fraser University here in Carver Gym. 5:15 to tip off, and you can watch that game, and we hope you do, right here on GNAC.TV.